Hello again. This video is part of a series of videos that explain how the COVID-19 vaccines work. The first video was all about how viruses attack your body and how your body responds to them. In this second video, I will be talking about how the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines work. Currently, there are 3 vaccines that are available in the United States. The Moderna and Pfizer vaccines work the same way. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine works in a slightly different way. This video will focus on how the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines work to help your body fight the COVID-19 virus. You may remember from the last video that coronavirus particles have spikes on the outside of them that make them look a bit like a crown, or corona in Spanish. Scientists studied coronavirus and figured out how the virus makes these spikes on the outside. So scientists discovered what's called the spike protein gene inside the virus, which are basically the instructions for how to make these spikes on the outside of the virus. Our bodies are pretty amazing, and they can also make the same spike protein gene as long as it has the directions. So the scientific word for these directions is mRNA. This is a model of what mRNA looks like when it's inside a vaccine. Again, these are the instructions that tell our bodies how to make the same spike protein, and this is the key ingredient inside the vaccines. When we get the vaccine, this mRNA, or the directions for making the spike protein, is absorbed into our own cells. Our cells read the mRNA instructions and learn how to make the same coronavirus spikes. It's not turning our cells into the virus. The cells in our body are just making the same spikes so that it looks like the virus. Next, our body responds. After your cells produce that spike protein, the spikes are released from your cell. Your body can recognize there is now something in your body that it hasn't seen before, and it will raise the alarm. Your immune system kicks in and responds and sends other cells to study and copy these spikes. In the next step, our body prepares. Your body can't tell the difference between the coronavirus and the spike proteins that your cell produces from the vaccine. Just like you learned in the last video, our bodies respond to viruses by producing antibodies. Antibodies are like lock and key models. Basically, they can bond to a virus or bacteria and destroy them. These antibodies that your body produces are designed specifically for the spike shape of the coronavirus. In the final step, your body is ready. Eventually, the mRNA and the spikes will go away, and your body is left with a bunch of antibodies. Once your body has made these antibodies, they move through your blood on the lookout for any virus that they fit with. If the real coronavirus does ever enter your body, you already have the antibodies to fight it. These will recognize the virus, lock onto its spikes, and destroy it. So wait, you may be asking, why do some people feel sick for a couple days after they get vaccinated? You may have heard that some people have had some side effects after getting one of the vaccine shots. Some people will experience some side effects like fever, chills, headache, sleepiness, or nausea. Again, our bodies can't tell the difference between the spike protein and the coronavirus. So when your cells start making those spikes, your immune system thinks it's under attack, and these symptoms are your body's way of fighting back. It does not mean that you have the coronavirus. It's perfectly normal, and it's proof that your immune system is working in response to the vaccine. To recap, the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines have the coronavirus mRNA, or instructions for making spikes. Once injected into your body, it tricks your cells into making the same spike protein. This triggers an immune response in your body, which produces antibodies. Once you have the antibodies, your body is ready to fight the coronavirus if it ever enters your body, so you don't get seriously sick. In the next video, I'll talk about how the Johnson & Johnson vaccine works, which is slightly different from the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines.